was trained in UKM as an obstetrician and gynecologist, and upon getting my master's in 1992, I had a few years of experience working in the government hospital, and then I went to UK to further train, and I came back with a membership or the MRCOG around 1994. So I was invited to join Damansara Specialist Hospital as far back as 1996. I had three options. I could join back the university, and I was in fact asked whether I wanted to do a PhD by joining them, or I could just go back into the government service and go through the levels, the seniority, and just stay as a government civil service, or I could go private. So in 1997, KPJ hospitals were mushrooming. There was Ampang Hospital, there was Damansara Specialist Hospital waiting to set up, there was Tawakal Hospital, and many more, right? So I was like spoiled for choice, and I decided to take up a private practice in a brand new hospital, Damansara Specialist.
Semasa saya di tahun 1997, ketika itu UKM sedang bersiap sedia untuk berpindah ke kampus di Ceras, dan di masa yang sama saya dapat tahu yang KPJ telah dalam peringkat akhir persiapan untuk membuka hospital Damansara Specialist ni, dan oleh kerana saya juga tinggal di kawasan Taman Tun, dan saya juga tengah ketika itu berfikir sama ada untuk meneruskan karier saya di universiti ataupun berpindah ke perkhidmatan swasta. Jadi setelah membuat pertimbangan, saya memutuskan untuk bertugas di swasta, dan Damansara Hospital adalah pada saya adalah bertepatan lah, sebab tempatnya berhampiran dengan rumah saya, dan saya juga tahu bahawa KPJ merupakan satu syarikat yang telah establish dalam khidmat perubatan hospital swasta. Jadi saya pilih untuk apply dan join Damansara Specialist Hospital.
97 was the year when KPJ started, this hospital started. And I was still in UKM, and the dean asked me, spoke to me, and he says, "Isa, on your salary as a professor, I can employ 2 lecturers," dia cakap. I said, Datuk Khalid Kadir is the dean that time. I said, "Datuk, it's very easy, Datuk. You give me my optional retirement, and then you can take my post and employ as many lecturers as you like." He said, "Okay, you put up your papers." So that's how I get my optional retirement, and I came straight away to join KPJ Damansara.
Okay, when I first started, we were all new, so it was working very hard to build up a practice. Most of the families were young families with young children, and then as they grew up, I grew older, and it's been a real walk, because you've been walking along with them, and the practice changes from immediate medical problems to growing up problems, and eventually it actually ends with me saying bye-bye when they are in upper secondary and they are no more going to be my patients. So it's been such a privilege. Some of them have kept in touch, and so I know what happens as they go to college. I've even attended a wedding from one of my ex-patients. So now the practice is so much slower, but I still have the full range from newborn to upper secondary school. So that's how it has evolved, and I hope it stays that way for a long time.
So I'm happy to be doing what I am. The favorite part is, I can't say being busy is a favorite part of myself. I wish I'm not that busy when my family needed me, but now I'm okay. I'm not so busy now, and I'm more creative, and in fact I'm joining to be a chaplain Yeah, I already trained, and I hope that the hospital can take up chaplaincy at a serious level, where we can provide spiritual care and support to whoever, patients and staff and doctors alike. Because just doing the job is not enough for our mental health and our spiritual health, right? And being vulnerable in the hospital setting is true enough, and I've been hospitalized myself, and I know what vulnerability is, and I know that we need people around who understand, empathize with us. And the hospital, the next level for the hospital is to provide professionals who can provide a chaplaincy, emotional support to our patients. So when they come to the hospital and they leave the hospital, they have the real feeling of being cared for in the total sense.
KPJ Damansara telah banyak membantu saya dalam karier saya. Seperti yang saya sebutkan tadi, daripada peringkat awal sebelum pembukaan hospital, saya telah dijanjikan untuk diberi perkhidmatan seperti sleep lab, dan juga peralatan kelengkapan yang lain dengan bronkoskopi, lung function test dan sebagainya. Jadi, dan samping tu seterusnya apabila kita telah memulakan khidmat, Damansara banyak membantu untuk meningkatkan, mempromosi servis yang kita adakan di sini. Dan seterusnya saya ingat apabila saya memegang jawatan sebagai pengerusi Lung Foundation of Malaysia, Damansara Hospital begitu supportive dengan membenarkan kita menggunakan bilik mesyuarat di Damansara Hospital, di mana Damansara Hospital juga menyediakan minuman tea untuk Board of Directors Lung Foundation semasa mesyuarat. Dan apabila kita menganjurkan aktiviti, Damansara Hospital seringkali menyumbangkan derma. Jadi saya amat berterima kasihlah dengan sokongan dan kerjasama yang telah diberikan oleh Damansara Specialist Hospital kepada saya personally, dan juga kepada Lung Foundation yang menggunakan Damansara Hospital sebagai kita punya second office.
I consider any patient who I have operated on us, especially we surgeons, we cut people up. Let's put very frank about it. I consider them as my family. You know what? As my relative. Then I realized this is what I must do to them. Relative, they irritate you, you cannot take it too hard. You have to forgive them and just still be kind to them. That's the way it is. Then all this irritation and say, "Why these people are so fussy?" No, that goes away, because if a relative is in trouble, however difficult it is, however you don't like him, you still need to help him. So that attitude has helped me over the years. That this patient is now my relative, so I must do my best for him. Whatever I can, I do it with willing heart.
I think the most important thing is to be realistic. Life is not easy in terms of work, and I don't think only doctors have to work hard. Everybody has to work hard. Every job has its challenges. So if we internalize that and realize that the person who is sweeping the floor is working as hard as I am seeing patients, and so to remember that and to give dignity to every person and care. I think if you ask me, I'd rather choose a kind, caring, knowledgeable doctor to a brilliant doctor, because at the end of the day, it's about caring for people. The main thing is the friendship and the camaraderie among my colleagues, doctors, the nursing staff, the various categories of staff. As you come in and you greet them and they greet you, you feel a sense of family and happiness. And to me, that is one of the most important things that I find. And in particular, the loyalty and the support of the pediatric staff, whether they are doctors, nurses or supporting staff, is something that's kept me going all these years.
Like I said, when I joined here, I was a young person. I was 35 years old. I had, by that time, had 4 children. I was very energized and ready to go, and I was healthy, and I was doing like seeing 30 patients a day. Even from day one, I was seeing like at least 10 to 20 patients a day from the month of July onwards. So I had no problems. Probably I was the lady, and the neighborhood needs me. I was there at the right time then. So I was pretty busy all day long, all year long, and I put my family close by. So I moved house and so that I can be around as much as possible. But in fact, I was spending a lot of time in the building. I was sleeping here, eating here, praying here. My fasting month was a lot of time disrupted because of call during the prayer, during sahur. So my brain was hospital first, family second. But nevertheless, I got my 5th child. I was pregnant with the 5th child here in 2001. So I got a young baby while working. There was a juggling episode, and so I'm amazed, alhamdulillah, that I could still do some heroic, being a mother, being a career person, and that advance in my career. Yeah. So when I look back, I think I'm amazed at myself, but God helped me to stay sane, to stay healthy till now.
Saya amat berharap dan saya percaya Damansara Specialist Hospital dan KPJ keseluruhannya akan bertambah maju dan mampu menjadi salah satu hospital swasta premier yang terpilih, yang menjadi pilihan, dan saya percaya kepakaran yang ada dan dengan sokongan yang padu daripada peringkat management, KPJ akan menjadi satu kumpulan perubatan yang terulung di negara ini, dan saya mengucapkan selamat maju jaya kepada KPJ untuk masa-masa hadapan.
Having worked here 25 years, KPJ Damansara has become almost like a second home to me. Yeah, my house is nearby, within 5 minutes drive, 10 minutes drive. So when you call me, when patients come in the middle of the night, also I can come because it's so near. So to me, KPJ with all its employees, medical staff, paramedical staff, I found to be like a second KPJ as a second home to me, and people working in KPJ as my second family, so I love working here and spending nearly 25 years. It was it's not a problem. It's something that I enjoy very much, working in KPJ.
To me, it's my second home because it's the place that I've spent the most time other than my own home with my family. So because it's a second home, the people here are like my family, and that's what it means to me.